Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Thanks for coming out. So this was a $20 unit. I got this in a package deal, 2 for $30. I gave 10 for another Honda machine that was rusted through. We tried to start this thing initially, nothing. I changed the safety brake cable because it was not pulling tight enough to let go of the choke, and probably not activating the micro switch for the coil. So we messed with that. I ended up trying to start it, and it felt like no compression. Sure than shit, I pulled the plug out. We got spark, but no compression. Took the valve cover off, and we had an intake valve that was stuck. That's where I left you off. So I filled the cylinder full of used motor oil. It started pouring out of the carburetor due to the fact the valve was in the open position. So I kind of tried to clean up my concrete here. Some of the oil got on the concrete. So I manipulated the valve enough to where it was free and clear, moving back and forth. I used a little 50-50 acetone ATF on it, and twisting it, pushing it, twisting it, it finally broke free. Put all that back together. With the plug out, I kind of pulled it over to try to get some of that excess oil out of the cylinder. So I say we fuel this thing and try start. And if it does start, it's going to be awfully smoky with all that oil residue. Hopefully it starts, and that was the issue, a stuck intake valve in the open position. So we had the big 0 for compression. So kind of busy today doing other projects in between this one. Just messing with junk in general. Okay, so that should be enough gas. I got to put another air filter on it. The one that came with its oil saturated. So wires back on the plug. Oh, I got to turn the fuel valve on. It was still leaking fuel, so that's why I turned the valve off. I have to still stop that gas leak. I don't know why it's leaking out of the bowl. Okay, so let me pull on this thing. Good action on the safety brake. Feels like compression, got a little thumpy. Mr. Cluck went for a ride. Okay, it's still dropping a little bit of gas. Let me get some nitro carb cleaner and spray some in the carb. Nitro. I just don't have confidence we're going to get it this time around. I think it's going to need more looky look. plus all that oil that poured out of the carburetor when I filled the cylinder. That's probably not helping our situation at all. Got an oily carb now. Okay, fired off a lot of smoke, which I know it will. Maybe we can keep motivating it here until it burns off that smoke. Okay, some oil came out of the exhaust, it looks like. So we got compression good enough for it to start, so that's like a hit. That'll get us to first base at least. I'll take that. Let's see if the plug got oiled up. Then we'll start all over again. Coach this thing along. Oh, not bad. There is a little bit. Not bad. Okay, I got some mower people, I think. They came to a stop in the front yard. Unless they're looking for my neighbor, they're backing up. They're backing up. They may be Uber for down the street. Okay, this plug wire's a little wonky. I may try to tighten that up. It just seems like it's not grabbing the plug. I'm just going to use some channel locks through the rubber and tighten it down. Okay, they kept driving. Maybe they saw my inventory and said, hell no, that's a pile of junk. Okay, so that's on there tight. Eliminated that potential problem. This thing seems to be dogging me. What do you think? Every time I turn around, it's something on this 08. Okay, starts and stalls. We know we got compression. I'm going to work the carburetor again. Maybe the all that oil, like I said, it poured out of the carb. Maybe we have oil in the bottom of the bowl, which would potentially hamper the gas from getting into the jet. I guess I could drop the bowl nut and see if it's oily. Okay, I think it might be Uber. They're down the street. They circled the block. Now they're leaving again. I don't know, maybe he's lost. Or the ride got canceled. That might be aggravating. I'm going to try choking it this time. See if that helps us out. Okay. That killed a lot of mosquitoes. Did you see that? So I quickly ran up here to the choke and manually moved it halfway to keep it running. It seemed to work, so I was manipulating the choke wafer. So as it went to full open, you could hear the RPMs really got high. It was like a runaway governor. Burnt off a shitload of oil. So this thing's coming along. I got to figure out what's going on with the throttle / governor linkage, why this thing was full open like that. We don't want that. We don't want it exceeding factory RPM limits. So at least we got it to run. It's got compression, it's running, but it doesn't stay running. Okay, I'll go through the carb one more time, I think. Definitely carburation could be oil saturated, like I mentioned earlier. So this has been a big double turd on this Black Max, the 08. I'm going to push this aside and make a note of what I got to do. I'll mess with this one in the near future. I think I missed my opportunity with the guy looking for a Honda powered machine. This is just going to take me more time than anticipated. Anyway, thanks for coming out. We're making tracks. We're kind of clucking along here, little by little, with the Honda GCV 160. We're clucking. Have a good day. Tip your waitress and wait staff. They're doing an awesome job. Thanks for coming out. Hopefully I can get this piece of junk in an operating condition. Have a good day today.